Hey YouTube, how's it going? Haven't posted in a while. Gonna try to make more frequent updates on the projects. So currently working on the 95 C4 Corvette. Working on the Targa top. Apparently it has some corrosion, broken bolts. Your usual. I'm trying to rebuild it because I need to. And an airplane's passing. So what I'm doing is changing out the gaskets, kind of replacing bolts that are rusted out. Seeing if I could reuse some factory bolts, painting them, obviously. So currently I'm going through disassembling the most I can. I'm not going to be removing these spots yet because that'll throw off the alignment. Just in case, what I'll do is I'll probably paint over them, removing the most rust or corrosion I can. Just took off this rail from the other side. That would be the driver's side. So I'm going to be putting new gaskets, probably painting this. I'll probably go with either Duplicolor or Rust-Oleum, since it won't see outside like loves direct sunlight. Only part maybe through here because of the window, but that's about it. So currently going, as you can see, removing the old paint, glue and everything that was holding everything on. After I finish with the grinder, not really a grinder, but this too on the wire brush. That's why wire wheel. I'll sand it, put some etching primer on it first, some sealer, and then paint with like a flat black semi-gloss paint. Let me see if I can flip this real quick. So you can see the story about this is the previous roof was cracked in half, so water was getting in and corroding it away. So I'm not going to be painting the channel because I have a primer that works with the glue. I'm thinking it's gonna be better if it's just bare metal. We'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna leave wherever this hasn't lifted and hasn't caused an issue. I'm just trying to leave it as flat as I can so it glues on. Need to clean this probably by hand because I already tried the wire wheel. The wire wheel doesn't get into that too well, or a brush probably. But yeah, so where you can see where most of it is, it's here because it was cracked here. Went this way, and somehow I corroded away most of the aluminum here. So hopefully this won't be an issue, because if not, I'm probably gonna need to buy a new one. And new ones, you're looking at probably $1,000. So yeah, hopefully there's enough by here for the glue to stick, or I'll put a little bit more so it overflows, so I have something to grab onto. Had to color there real quick because had a bee coming towards me. So ignore the mess of the interior. So you can see, I need to kind of clean all of this up. There's a rust spot over there, which need to remove some of this panel to kind of treat it. Here, just need to remove all of this dirt and grime. I need to clean the bars there and paint them so I can install them and install new gaskets. Here, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Probably some Bondo or whatever it needs for the fiberglass. And the same thing would have to go through here, have to clean that to put a new gasket. Now I'm debating if I should put just the gasket, not glue it in place yet, since I still have to paint the car. I may do that first, since I'll probably keep the car under this canopy to prevent water from hitting it, or just have it covered. But yeah, I'm going little by little as I can. But yeah, just wanted to give a quick update. Still need to fix this door. That door is mainly fixed. Had to basically bolt on some additional screws to hold the door in place because of this nasty gap it has. One's there, which you could barely see. The other one is somewhere there. Do I have another one? Yeah, no. So little by little, I have the gasket to fix. This one I'm probably gonna cut because it came too long again. But we'll go from there. So I believe this is day 3 as I'm working on the Targa top. Need to apply a little bit more paint there. But other than that, it's after 3 days because of the weather and everything, flying on and off, removing most of the corrosion that I found, and giving it a light sand also, so it wouldn't look too porous. As a result of it for now. I did remove the railings because there was corrosion underneath here. So, quick tip is, if you want to restore these, you may want to remove this channel here, because for example I had a stuck bolt, which I could put a bigger bolt there, should work fine. But you can see how it's pigged. I don't know how well the video captures it. So yeah, so next step would be I'm gonna layer cure, install on the car in its final position, and give it some time for it to cure. Probably like a day, probably tomorrow. I will probably be already layering the glue to glue the acrylic to it. So what I'm gonna probably end up doing is a hand liner kit to install, and what I'll be doing is putting like a vinyl cover on it to protect the acrylic. I know some people like the acrylic, so they could have kind of like a moonroof, sunroof, Targa top, but I really just wanted to block the shade into the car. So I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so today is day 4, I believe. Yeah, it's early in the morning. And when I mean early, I mean 10 in the morning. Didn't record everything because I was trying to fight the weather, which started raining. Thank God I'm under the canopy. So currently have it gluing, which will probably take 24 hours to dry. It looks pretty even, I would say. I mean, I think the plastic here is probably either the plastic's too much or the metal here. May need to check that. But center gap is good. Corner gap looks to be alright compared to the other side. It's good enough for me. So looks about the same, maybe slightly more open here. But this is one of those aftermarket tops that, I mean, I think all of them are, but these are probably the cheaper ones. So it looks like it's about the same gap. It's just, I don't know why this bows up. Probably it's the frame here. So I have to take a look into that because I'm going to be painting it. But yeah, overall, decent gap towards the back. It looks like it may be slightly wider over there than here. Again, it looks like the cover, they never really covered correctly. This was just kind of like a lining mark to know that I'm good. Yeah, this one probably need to come more this way, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. But yeah. There, it's a little bit moved more this side. Let me see if we can make some final adjustments. Okay, so just finished doing some adjustments since it still hasn't fully dried, but looks like the gaps here aren't gonna be perfect. There's that gap there. And I guess it's more for the framing. This one's a little bit too on the tight side because if I'm looking correctly, I don't know if the camera picks up. the plastic's kind of like right there. And on the other side, there's more space available. So we'll see how this comes out. I could always buy one that's already made, so I just live with that gap. And it looks like, I mean, I could also adjust it, so that's not too much of a concern at this point. Just got this gap pretty good, I would say. Just how they cut it, it's not the best. Unless I could probably move it slightly more forward. But that's gonna be hanging here. So that's my dilemma. So yeah, I'll probably live with that. So it's not like you're gonna be seeing the other side and this side the same. And it won't be a show car per se. Plus this is gonna have the gasket there either way, so it'll cover. So yeah. Yeah, because it has the same opening there, it just, I don't know if you can see there. See? So I'm gonna do some final cleanup and start letting it cure for the next 24 hours. So yeah.